What is up, guys? So I just got back from the Virgin Islands. Me and Caitlin were on our honeymoon there, and we had a great time. We saw a lot of stuff. These things are back now, and we saw a lot of cool wildlife. We saw a lot of cool herps and a lot of cool marine life. And today in this video, I'm going to show you some of the marine life that we saw. It was a magical place. So it's going to take me a while to get through all this footage to actually get it out there on YouTube. I'm going to do a little voiceover video today. In this video, we're going to be covering some of the GoPro footage I got from some free diving that we did. I did a lot of free diving both in front of the resort we were staying at and on a free diving tour or a snorkel tour we took, and I was able to do some free diving there. We saw some really cool wildlife, some beautiful coral reefs. The best coral reefs I've ever seen, the healthiest coral I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like it here in Florida. Without any further ado, I'm going to show you guys some of the footage, some of the things we saw, and we'll just get right to it. Alright guys, welcome to the voiceover. So this was our first actual snorkeling / freediving outing at St. Thomas. So here's Caitlin here. I love that angle. We are getting geared up here, and I don't know if you can hear it in the video, but I'm actually saying to her that my GoPro is about to run out of battery. So fortunately enough, I did have enough battery to make it through the day, so that was nice. But the first impressions here were that, of course, the reef, or the water was very clear. Not a lot of coral here. It's more of just some grass, which is great for sea turtles. So sea turtles were the main thing on our radar that we wanted to see at this spot. But nonetheless, there are lots of little pockets of coral here and there, and some neat looking fish. Here's a sea cucumber I found, which I was going to show it to Caitlin, so I picked it up. But by the time I made it up to the surface, she was making a dive, so then I was just left there awkwardly holding a sea cucumber, so I put it back. So yeah, right here we're going to look at some fish. I think that's a trunk fish that just swam off. I think there used to be coral at this spot, but since the beach was kind of popular, I think over time inexperienced divers have just kind of destroyed the coral because there was lots of broken coral around. But this right here is what we call a bait ball. A bait ball is a big mass, a big school of bait fish, which are that's just a term for any little fish that you can use as bait when you're fishing. And finding these is a good way to find predators. Like you can see right here, those are some barjack that are chasing those guys down. As well as this lizard fish, which you can barely see, but he's about to snag, there he goes. He snagged a fish out of that school and went back to hunting. I thought that was pretty cool. So I was checking out these bricks right here, and I saw this beautiful little moray eel hiding out. And I didn't get a great look at him. I know he's some sort of little moray, but I'm not sure which species in particular. But I knew he wasn't going to come out of here, so I ended up just checking out this conch. I put it right back. Lots of life out here, plenty of fish. Not much live coral, but there were nice little pockets of it here and there. And a lot of these spots are being used as mooring for boats to attach to. As you can see, there's a boat attached to this one. But yeah, lots of fish using the structure nonetheless. Not a ton of live coral, like I was saying, but still, structure is structure to a lot of this marine life. Right in this little area here, we saw some brittle stars down in there. There's a soldier fish with the big black eye. But down in here, there were some brittle stars and this cool banded coral shrimp. And we ended up seeing a few of these guys, but they seem to always be in pairs. There's actually two down in there, which you might not have seen the second one, but a common theme throughout the trip was to see those banded coral shrimp in pairs. Here's a nice sea anemone with a little damselfish swimming around it. That's the blue and yellow guy. This is probably the coolest part of the entire outing. I ended up swimming right over this little green sea turtle without even knowing. I hear Caitlin screaming underwater, so I turn around and I see this little guy. The coolest part about it is that he led me to this much larger sea turtle right here, which is yet another green sea turtle. And these are a species I don't typically get to see back home in Florida. We usually see the loggerheads. So that was super cool. Another pass through the bait ball. I just love the way these fish sound underwater as they swish past you. Here's the green sea turtle again, the larger one, and Caitlin was following it this time, trying to get a good look at it, while at the same time trying not to harass the guy. So we ended up heading over to the rocky area at the edge of the bay, and we were taking a look at all this structure here. Lots of cool fish swimming around. We ended up seeing more banded coral shrimp, and you guessed it, they're still in a pair, and this time these guys are sharing their hole with the sea urchin. Pretty cool. All in all, this is an amazing place to visit. Here's a little lobster. This guy is pretty small. He looks big from here, but he's a little guy, only a few inches long. But yeah, pretty cool outing. This is how the weather was looking at the time. It was actually lightly raining for a little bit, and as you can see, it's nice and overcast, but not a sunny day, but still beautiful place to be. I hate to end the video so early, but thank you guys so much for watching. I think I am going to save the rest of the freediving footage from this trip for the next video. So stay tuned for that. It will be a good one. It kind of caused a problem when I edit all this GoPro footage on my phone, and I am using my phone to edit right now. So I think I'm going to save it for the next one so this one's not too long. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I hope to see you on the next one.